Mornings on Main Street. What's going on, folks? Hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your hump day.
Hump
Mike,
day.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Mike, what day is it? Hump day.
Day.
That's right. It is hump day. It is Wednesday here on Mornings on Main Street. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. So glad that you could join us here. It is October 12th, and man, we got a great show for you coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun as we have a special guest coming with us. It's going to be uh, Beth Morrill with it's Sleeping in Heavenly Peace is the name of the company where they build beds for children who don't have beds, and so I think that's fantastic, and I'm so excited to be joining to have Beth join us this morning. We've got obviously got our top three stories coming up. We got a lot to get into today. It's going to be a blast. We're trying something brand new today, so thank you guys for bearing with us through any and all issues we may or may not have. Justin, what's up, man?
Hey, buddy. How's it going, man? How are you?
Well, yesterday was the was the Mondayest Tuesday ever.
Man, it was, wasn't it? Goodness gracious. Yeah, no, I agree. Yesterday was a pretty long day. But here's to today being even longer, right?
I don't know if it's going to be longer, but it's certainly, going to be.
A little bit more stressful.
I'm hoping that it's less stressful because the Atlanta Braves did not have a great day yesterday, and that was a big part of my stress. So,
right, man. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing with that?
Honestly, John, you're so right. It's 24 hours, man. I got the problem was that the Braves got down 4-1, and then it was 7-3 at one point.
Right.
And get to the ninth inning, and they hit a 3-run homer. So they're down 7-6 with one out, and then couldn't
pull through.
Quite get there. And yeah, it's unfortunate. So hopefully today is a little bit better.
It will be. I mean, I think there's not, and this is going to sound really bad when I say it, but I don't think it can get bad, like worse. You know what I mean? Like, I think that this will make them rally at least.
Hey, maybe. Look, the Braves won the World Series last year, and they also lost Game 1 of the NLDS last year to the Brewers. Now, that being said, they were on the road last year. This year they were at home. So now you got to steal one in Philadelphia in order to get back to Game 5 to Atlanta. So we'll see. Anyway,
it's true.
I'm not going to let it stress me out. I'm not going to let it give me heartburn today. I'm just going to.
Good.
That's what it is.
Good on you, sir. I feel the same way about the Titans. So I know that you feel just as passionate about the Braves. So,
yes, the Braves are definitely my biggest sports fandom team. So,
yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that.
So anyway, what's last night? If you missed it and you're down here in Murray County and you are going to be voting in the mayoral election, go check out Main Street Media Murray Alliance, either their Facebook pages or the I guess the Twitter, Main Street Murray Twitter. You can find it there as well. We had the mayoral debate with the mayoral candidates and the vice mayor candidates, so it was a lot of fun. I got a chance to hear from folks who are wanting to be leaders here in Columbia. So please go check that out.
Did anybody snag your vote?
I don't live in the city limits.
Oh, I gotcha. But your voice still matters, Chris.
Yeah, except I don't get to vote. So
not literally, I guess now, but
exactly. So anyway. I'm trying. I tried to go full screen here, and I can't. What's going on over here at this van?
Oh, yeah, I don't know what's going on. There's definitely a congregation. I think that's our guy.
Is that our tour guide?
That's our tour guy. I think. Pretty
sure. Okay. Got tours going on this morning. There's a lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, all good. If you're cool, then I'll go ahead and go through the weather real quick.
Well, that's what I was going to say because it's a different day today.
It is.
Let's see what we got.
Man, look at this graphic. Great job on the graphic, by the way. I don't say it enough, but shout out to Chris for making this graphic for the weather. The weather today is brought to you by Roy Meat Service, your Nashville local Nashville meat spot. You can find them online at roymeatservice.com. You can search through their photo gallery, see all the great products that they have. They even have it to go as well. They'll wrap it up, send it home. You can grill it up however you want, whether it be steak, hot dogs. I don't know why I went hot dogs there, but you could also get mac and cheese, RC Cola. You can visit
Do
them.
they have hot dogs?
I would assume so. But that's even more of a reason to visit their website, roymeatservice.com. Check out, because they got the full menu there. You can go visit them on 605 South 19th Street in Nashville, or give them a call at 615-227-2583. And Chris, I know you see me. Other people can't right now, but I'm wearing a sweater, and that's probably not the move for today because the high is 83. It already feels like it's 90 something outside. There's a 50% chance of rain. That's not great. Anything above 50% humidity, I hate. So 57% humidity today. The low's 57, which I do like. But it seems like that's not going to be the case either, because like we talked about before, when it gets nighttime, it turns 32 degrees and nothing above that. But the UV index, we're still halfway. We're at 50-50 there. So that's your weather today, brought to you by Roy Meat Service.
Looking at 17-mile-an-hour winds today.
That's crazy. That's too much.
That's
That's too fast.
Yeah, tonight showers likely, along with a possible rumble of thunder early. That's what it says here. Chance of rain overnight is 81%.
Oh, is it? Okay, gotcha.
And you know what the rain's going to bring?
Flowers?
Cooler weather.
Cooler weather. That's right. Yes. It's cool as a cucumber, which I don't get that saying, by the way.
I don't either. It's not like they come out of the ground cool.
That's too many.
So I don't know.
There we go. Hey.
Yeah, I don't know if it's I don't know how you get it. They don't come out of the ground cool.
No, I know. Like, I really don't understand that at all. Like, cool as a cucumber. Oh, maybe because you have to cool them to make them pickles.
To make them edible, they should be chilled.
Cucumbers are pickles, right?
Eventually.
Okay, cool. All right, good.
I
said that, and I wasn't sure.
That is how you make pickles. They are not pickles. They are cucumbers.
Right.
Pickles used to be cucumbers.
It's chill as a
cucumbers
cucumber.
are not necessarily. I guess I don't really know. I don't understand that. I don't understand that either.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
One day we can Google stuff like that, but until then, we should probably take a look at today's traffic. How you like that?
Let's do that.
Traffic is brought to you by our friends at 54, the Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. They're a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website joinallofus.org/50forward. Spell out 50 FIFTY. Right now, traffic is exactly what you expect. It's 440 and 40, merging delays as always, heading into the downtown loop. Some slow moving traffic on the south side of the downtown loop coming out of 24 onto 40, and you're going to have some merging delays over on 440 at the Green Hills 431 exit, and that's pretty much it. No delays at 65 and 24 on the north side, Justin. No
That's
delays.
Amazing. Yeah, look how much green that is. That's a lot of green, folks.
Tons of green. So as long as you're not coming in from 40 west, or you're not, if you're going 40 west into the downtown loop or coming off of 440 to get there, that's about the only place you're going to find any kind of traffic whatsoever. As you can see, it's slow moving there, but that's pretty much it. That's all the traffic there is, unless you're on these auxiliary roads like 431 and etc. But the interstates look pretty clear. There is, or was, doesn't look like there is now. There was some debris on the road on the south side, southbound 65 near Brentwood, but that appears to have been cleared up. So everything looks to be good to go.
Nice.
There's still construction in Shelbyville. in case you're listening out there. But that's pretty much it, man. Lebanon looks good. Uh, Murfreesboro looks good.
Love that.
Everything's looking good today. Love it.
But didn't you? There was a problem with when you. I was on the phone with Chris on the way here, or when he was on the way to the office, and somebody merged into his lane.
No,
Crazy people out there.
I mean, look, okay, we still have tractors on the road here in Murray County. That's just going to happen sometimes. I get that.
Right.
What you don't do, though, is pass the tractor by getting completely into the oncoming traffic lane. And especially when I'm maybe 100 yards away. I mean, like, what in the world were you thinking?
That's the thing too. So like I fear whenever someone puts their blinker on and I'm on the interstate, and like I'm in the lane next to them. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm in their blind spot. So they're gonna look. They're gonna have to do one of these guys before they come into my lane.
Right?
And one time, a couple times that's happened to where they just go ahead and do it without checking. And one time I did it in this truck. I don't like road raging because I always just think everybody has a gun, so I don't want to like, get in a
Good
fight.
call.
Yeah, get in a fight with anybody on the road. So when he did that, I honked my horn just to be like, "Hey, what's up? I'm here. Don't do this
Like,
anymore."
burp, just
Yeah,
to let you
exactly.
know. It was
Yeah,
a courtesy honk. He weren't being angry. It was a courtesy honk.
exactly. So I'm like going past him, and I give a look, not like a mean look, just to see what's up, because maybe he's busy, he or she. Maybe they're busy, and he's mad at me. He's flipping me off. I'm like, "Yo, dude, you came into my lane."
I was here first.
Exactly. Yeah. So
No,
just
those people are those people. They deserve to listen. I don't have road rage, but I'm very petty. Um,
I would
like
love an
if
example.
like if someone goes, if I'm in the left lane because I know I've got to turn left, in the next few minutes, and maybe there's a lot of traffic in the left hand lane,
Right.
and someone tries to go around and like pass everybody and then tries to get back into the left hand lane, not happening.
You're like, when
And here's the thing,
if they
I
make a
will
decision. Yeah.
I will speed up to make sure there's not enough room for you to merge in front of me. And then I will slow down next to the car in the right hand lane so that you're stuck.
You are the captain of their travel.
I am Petty Pete from Pasadena.
I hate,
Just
one of my that's hilarious. I love that. You should do that though, because I think the world needs more of that. Because then it will create people to not maybe do that anymore any longer. I can't stand it
right.
when.
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm teaching you a lesson.
Exactly that you won't find in school or in the books. So I can't stand it when I'm in the interstate, right, and I'm in the fast lane or whatever lane, it doesn't matter, and someone gets on your bumper. Regardless, I hate that. But then you get over to let them go, and they stay right where they were.
Hmm.
Like they don't go faster, like around you. Oh God, I can't stand that.
I'm a right lane driver.
Me too.
I will change lanes 100 times before I will stay in the left hand lane.
Yeah, exactly. It's way too much. Too much.
Of course,
If
it's
I get a
also a
Ferrari,
law in Alabama. If you stay in the left hand lane and don't pass someone, like you can get pulled over and get a ticket for it.
what the wait? Really? I didn't know that. That's pretty crazy.
Yes.
Hmm.
So next time you're going to the beach or whatever, going south on Alabama, make sure you're in the right hand lane unless you're passing.
Yeah, for real. Well, the dot. So okay, the lines, right? You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? The HOV lane. I don't understand what time I'm allowed to be in there. What time I'm not.
In Nashville, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't. So I can be in the Hove lane whenever.
Uh, yes. So I've learned that Nashville does not enforce that at all.
Oh, so
I don't
it's
know
like
why, but they just don't.
because I see the sign, right? It says
Oh, the sign's there. Yeah. I mean, so if you're going into Nashville, you can't be in that lane from 7 to 9. If you're
okay,
coming out of Nashville, you can't be in that lane from 4 to 6
unless you got a passenger.
unless you have more than one person in the car. That is to encourage carpooling
So to fight against UV index,
I guess.
full circle.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. What do you say we take a quick break here? We've got top 3 stories coming up here, and we'll get to Beth Moore a little bit later in the show as well. So you guys stick around with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We'll be back on Main Street Media TV after this.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is, we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're gonna have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Like those toys you used to get back in the day that you turned up and it would go whoop, whoop, whoop. Those toys that you would turn and they would like make that noise. That's exactly what that sounded like.
Oh, I was
yeah,
all that with my like beatboxing.
Oh wow,
yes.
Okay, that makes more sense then. You just did the whoop, whoop.
Exactly. What toy are you talking about though?
What? You don't know the little, it just has the little, like it's like a stick, but it has this thing in it. And when you turn it up, it makes this one noise. And when you turn it the other way, it makes another noise.
Oh, that sounds no, I actually don't know that toy at all.
Well, I'm older than you. I'm about 10 years older than you. So when I was a kid, that was a big toy. When you were a kid, you were playing with N64 or something.
No, my first actual toy, or I mean, I'll never remember my first actual toy. That was a reach right there. But the first thing I remember playing with was my GameCube. You remember the GameCube?
GameCube. Yep, those were good. Those were
no
fun.
one can, and I also found out you can never mimic the beginning of the sound.
Oh yeah, no.
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah,
Can't-
I'm not gonna
yeah,
try.
Just don't even try. Don't even try.
Don't even do it.
Well, let's take a look at our top 3 stories for today. We've got 3
Let's go.
fantastic stories, and we'll start down here in Columbia. The City of Columbia, in partnership with the Columbia Arts Council, completed phase 2 of a public art project that has transformed plain city utility boxes into beautiful art using images provided by local photographers. Vinyl wraps of those images were created and professionally installed by local sign company Vinyl Flag Signs and Graphics. 5 signalization utility boxes were selected for phase 2 of this public art project, located along North Garden Street at the intersections of 8th, 6th, 5th, 4th, and North James Campbell. The photos were processed into large format vinyl and wrapped around the entire utility box so the images were easily seen from the sidewalk and the street. Photos were selected from submissions by local photographers via Facebook. The winning photos were submitted by Laurie Montgomery, Dr. John Casson, Sarah Gilliam, and Carl Jones. There's so much about this project that I love, said Columbia Mayor Chaz Mulder. First, it represents our commitment to the arts. Second, it places the spotlight on local artists. Third, it incorporates art in unusual places and shows that art truly comes in all shapes and sizes. Finally, it results from such popular public feedback during the initial phase. We listened to that feedback and implemented an otherwise unplanned phase 2. Community input at its best. The public art project is designed to help beautify Columbia's downtown corridor. The reigning AFC South champions, along with Tennessee's local blood supply, are teaming up to support high school students. The Tennessee Titans and Blood Assurance have announced a new initiative where a portion of ticket sales from select games will benefit Blood Assurance's Heroes Grant program. Blood Assurance awards grant funding to area high schools that have hosted blood drives with the organization over the past year. To collaborate with the Titans truly is a touchdown, said JB Gaskins, Blood Assurance's CEO. Well done, JB. Through this fundraiser, administrators at dozens of high schools will be able to invest in their curricula, ultimately benefiting their students. This is just one way we can thank them for organizing life-saving blood drives. Titans games included in the fundraiser are November 13th against the Broncos, the 27th against the Bengals, December 11th against the Jaguars, and December 24th, Christmas Eve, against the Houston Texans. Blood Assurance will receive $10 from each ticket sale, but only if ticket buyers use the code BLOOD. As an added token of appreciation, each ticket available through the aforementioned code will get $25 off standard pricing. The website
intense
is,
code.
Unfortunately, yeah, it is. The website we will post in the comments or on Twitter at Chris Yow 14 and at Justin Kulick 12. I'll post that after the show, as well as on YouTube. But we're excited about Blood Assurance participating in the Tennessee Titans nonprofit ticket fundraising program this year, said Matt Mango, director of group ticket sales for the Titans. We're always looking for new and creative ways to use our platform to help serve our local community through organizations such as Blood Assurance. The fundraiser is active now and will remain so until kickoff on December 24th. The Nashville Department of Transportation is launching a dockless e-bike pilot program. Director Diana Alarcon announced at a Transportation and Licensing Committee meeting. Bird, Lime, and Spin, the companies that already provide scooters in Nashville, will have 25 bicycles each. Like scooters, the bikes can be picked up and dropped off anywhere. The bikes will be geo-fenced to not be allowed in the area where the Connect Downtown study is happening. Connect Downtown is a study between WeGo Public Transit, the Tennessee Department of Transportation, and the Nashville Downtown Partnership to improve mobility and address traffic congestion downtown. When the bikes leave the geo-fenced area that you can see on your screen there, they will still be able to be pedaled, but they will not have the electric assist. You can pedal, but you won't go far. NDOT will be adding 35 bike racks around town to help ensure bikes are not left in a right-of-way. The companies will also be assessing charges for bikes not left at racks.
Have you ever used one of those bikes?
I've not, but I'm a little confused here because, like scooters, the bikes can be picked up and dropped off anywhere, except if you don't put it in a rack, then they're going to charge you. So you can leave it anywhere. You're just going to pay extra for it.
Exactly. Yeah, you can leave it wherever you want. You just can't.
They're going to charge you for it. You can leave it anywhere, but just know that you're going to pay for it. Some of the bikes will be charged at night. Others are charged by pedaling. How you like that? You just pedal and charge.
It sounds super old fashioned. Like how they used to make energy. I don't know if that probably is way off.
That's exactly what they did. You know,
A bunch of people just pedaling.
Exactly. Like the scooters, the bikes will be moved around in the morning to rebalance them around town. And at the September 22nd meeting, Alarcon said she was trying to get the pilot ready to go in the next 30 days. She said she would report back to the Transportation and Licensing Committee 6 to 7 months down the road. Committee members questioned, and Alarcon said that the pilot would starting with 75 bikes to understand capacity level, but that number could increase after the pilot. Shared e-bikes are available around the city already through B-Cycle, and those bikes are required to be docked at a B-Cycle station. So there you have it. Those are today's top 3 stories here on Mornings on Main Street.
Let's get that out of here.
Yeah, I like that.
There we go. Nice job. Nice job.
Will you be bicycling around town?
So the thing is, man, I can bike, right? I can do it. It's, they say it's like you learn how to ride a bike. I did that whole thing when I was a kid. But for some reason, when I'm riding a bike and I'm on a sidewalk, if there's anything, like if there's a pole, it could be 50 feet away, like to the left. If I have to go in between something, I freak out. And I do this and I fall.
Pretty big fan of bicycling. I will ride a bicycle. That's bicycling and swimming are 2 of the ways that I would absolutely exercise.
That's awesome. Yeah, swimming's hard. I mean, like, isn't it way more intense than running, they say?
I have a friend who that is the only workout he does.
Is swim? Is it Michael Phelps?
It is not. No. Anyway. All right, that's going to do it for our top 3 stories. We've got Beth Wall with Sleeping in Heavenly Peace coming up here momentarily. So we're going to take a quick break here on Mornings on Main Street. And when we come back, our special guest joins us, so stick around here. This is Mornings on Main Street Media TV. Back after this.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links. Hey, this is George Plaster, and I'm excited to announce that the 2nd annual Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night is going to happen Monday, November the 28th at the Hermitage Strike and Spare. The 3 charities that will benefit are Last Minute Toy Store, Martha O'Brien Center, and Stars. And our intention is to get them that money so it can do the most amount of good at Christmas time. Now, here's where I need your help. I need you to sign up to play in the most fun charity event you've ever been involved in. Imagine 64 foursomes with 64 sports personalities in the area. As a single player, it's $200. If you get a foursome, it's $800. And what I want you to do is reach out to me via email, plastergeorge@gmail.com, and we'll get you signed up and get you ready and raring to go. Again, that's plastergeorge@gmail.com for a night you will never forget.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
At Summer Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
I'm Bart Durham.
I was sworn in as a lawyer in 1963, and I've been working as a lawyer since then.
We're a firm that does exclusively personal injury, a lot of tractor-trailer crashes. Insurance companies will open up their checkbooks when you force them to.
We have systems that work.
We get the most money for our clients in the shortest amount of time. I'm Blair Durham. My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
I know it makes me want to like attempt to freestyle about Mornings on Main Street, and then I remember that I'm not good at freestyling.
Right. It's funny. You know, I'm like you've just said, sometimes you attempt it, right? Even if you're by yourself.
I mean, in my mind, I was thinking, okay, here we go. Wait a minute. I got a good bar. And then it's like one bar and that's it.
Right. Exactly.
And then you're like, okay, if I do that, I'm just going to make myself sound stupid. So,
right. Exactly.
anyway, welcome back in Mornings on Main Street here as you take a look at downtown Nashville, Broadway, 5th Avenue. A beautiful day here in Nashville so far. It's not raining right now, so if you are out, it is a beautiful day. You can go enjoy the day. There is a 50% chance of rain, so make sure to take some rain gear with you, whether it be your umbrella or your raincoat or whatever it may be. But yeah, go out and enjoy this beautiful Wednesday here in downtown Nashville. Justin, I told you we have a special guest, and we certainly do, and I'm looking forward to bringing her on now as we talk to Beth. Is it Moral? Is that the best? Is that how you say it, Beth? Oh, she's muted. I can't hear her, and I don't know if that's a me issue or
no. That was a me issue. It's Beth Moral.
All right, I was right. Heck yeah.
You were right.
Beth, thank you so much for joining us here on Mornings on Main Street. It's a pleasure to have you. And so I want to tell folks exactly what you guys are doing with Sleeping in Heavenly Peace. This is a really incredible ministry that you guys have going on. Tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing down here in Murray County.
Well, thank you for having me on. We are called Sleep in Heavenly Peace. And we are a brand new chapter of a national charity called Sleep in Heavenly Peace. And we basically build beds and deliver beds to children in Columbia who are currently sleeping on the floor or sleeping 4 or 5 to a bed, perhaps sleeping with their parents, just not in an ideal situation. And that is our that is our website. That is the main website. We have a chapter website, which is the SHPTN Columbia. We have a Facebook page and a chapter website. We just started in September, our chapter here in Columbia. We had our first bed build with our core team, the team that I have created to help support this chapter in September. So we just are very, very brand new. We just built our first 10 beds and we just delivered 9 of the 10 beds. So we are having our next bed build this Saturday, the 15th.
Tell me, what was it that made you guys want to be a part of this organization and specifically, with this type of ministry?
Well, I had heard about this from a friend in Pensacola, Florida. I'd been down to visit her, and she was very involved in this ministry. And she reached out to me in January, and myself and a couple friends, and said, hey, we're doing a bed build up in Nashville. They started their chapter in February of 2020. So they started, and then they were, had a really hard time because they couldn't deliver beds. They couldn't have bed builds. So without those two things, you can't really have a chapter. So they were just having their first bed build in January or February of this year. And so my husband and I and a couple people from our life group went up. And I have a passion for children. I've been looking for a way to serve the city of Columbia, Murray County in general. And so my husband is good at woodworking. And although you don't have to have any woodworking experience to go to a bed build. And I just turned to him in the car on the way home and said, I'd like to do this. And I think I'd like to do it and serve Columbia. And he said, I would too. And so we have a really strong life group we've been together for 4 years. And so we posed it to the life group, and they were very supportive. And so that was all back in August. So we've been a couple months.
So, now that you've kind of gotten your feet wet with this, and have you been surprised by the need for something like this in Columbia, or is it exactly what you expected?
I was actually shocked when I first learned about this ministry. I had no idea that there were people in any community sleeping on the floor, children sleeping on the floor that didn't have a bed. I had no idea that was even a thing. And I have not necessarily been surprised. I just, based on the training that we went to this past July, they have told us that this whole charity started in 2012 nationally, but then it really got launched in 2018 when Mike Rowe did a Facebook video of and interviewed our founder, Luke Mickelson. So since 2018, they've gone from like 10 chapters to over 300 chapters in a pretty short time. And we had COVID in the middle of that. So anyway, I didn't know it was a thing. I'm not surprised that there is a need. 2 to 3% of the population of any town is going to have this, but it is very humbling to know that this is a problem, and very rewarding to be able to go into a home and see a child who's so excited to have a bed, maybe the first bed they've ever had.
Now, so tell me, how do you guys procure the materials for these builds?
So we have corporate sponsors. Our largest corporate sponsor is Lowe's, and Lowe's Columbia. Heather is the manager there. She has been fantastic in helping support us. In fact, we are going to be going there later on today to pick up all the wood. We'll be building 20 beds, or attempting to build 20 beds. It's our very first community bed build this Saturday. So it's a lot of wood, and we had a lot of tools to procure at the beginning, just to get prepared for everything. And Lowe's Columbia has been wonderful. The beds are brand new in the sense that we build them. We take raw lumber, and by the end of the it's like an assembly line kind of thing that we set up. By the end of that, you have a twin size bed. Looks like this. My husband made a little copy of one. So it looks like this, twin size bed, and it can be bumped. You can have another one on top of it. And so we build those and brand them with the SHP logo, and deliver the bed a brand new mattress, which Lucid Mattress is another corporate sponsor. We get those from our headquarters in Idaho. And then donations of brand new, they have to be brand new pillows and twin bedding sets, like bed in a bag with comforter and everything. So the child between age 3 and 17 will have a brand new bed, brand new mattress, brand new pillow, and brand new bedding. So
that's exciting. I mean, when you're able to have great corporate sponsors, it really makes such a difference when you really think about it. I mean, obviously donations are great and that sort of thing, but when you have the backing of these, these local sponsors and these local stores, even if they are, national chains, it is such a huge help to
really
like this. And
mm-hmm.
so this Saturday, if you're in Columbia, how do folks get involved? How do they come see you guys, be involved in this event?
Well, I also want to give a shout out to Murray County Parks and Rec, because they have been incredibly supportive to us. And we actually have the ability to have our builds at the Skeleton Barn, which is there at the fairgrounds at Murray County Parks and Rec, kind of behind the senior center. That is where we will be holding it, in the Skeleton Barn. It's really helpful to us if people register for the build, and you can do that on our website, which is shpbeds.org, and then it's /chapter/TN-Columbia/. So all that's on our Facebook page, and also you can find it just by going to shp.org and then find my chapter, and we're listed there as well. There's a big red register button if you scroll down to upcoming events, and you just register there. That will allow us to know how many volunteers we have, so that we know what to be prepared for.
Gotcha.
So it's from 10 to noon on Saturday.
From 10 to noon on Saturday at the Skellington Barn here at Murray County Fairgrounds of the Murray County Park, just behind the Senior Center. Go make sure to register for that if you want to be involved.
And they've been wonderful in the sense that they have allowed us to use that for the next year through 2023 on a monthly basis. So incredibly generous.
Absolutely. Well, Beth, thank you once again for all that you're doing. Thank you for, coming on the show and telling us all about SHP. We really appreciate it. It is a blessing that what you guys are doing. And we look forward to seeing many, many more children here in Columbia get their first bed, if not their first bed, a bed for them to sleep in.
Yes. Our mission is no child sleeps on the floor in our town. So thank you for having me, Chris.
Absolutely. Beth Morrow there with Sleep in Heavenly Peace. We're going to take a quick break here on Mornings on Main Street. When we come back, one last look at weather and traffic. Also, it's National Calendar Day. What's today? We find out right after this. Come back with us.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is, we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're gonna have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric Barner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
It is fun. I just keep wanting to hear more. It's just just fantastic, and it is a fantastic day here in Middle Tennessee as you take a look once again downtown Nashville, Broadway, 5th Avenue, right here, Nash Vegas, baby.
Nash Vegas, baby.
Yes.
I don't know what that smudge is on the camera, but
I told you it's just blurring out Bridgestone Arena so that we don't get any free advertising for Bridgestone.
No free ads. I love it.
Free ads here. No such thing as free lunch, Bridgestone.
Exactly. Well, I wonder where our crew went. That was by the van. The van's also gone, so maybe they piled in there.
They piled in the van, and now they're driving around town and
it's like no windows. It's
looking
like,
at stars' houses.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know if this is. Are you actually a tour guide?
Imagine if you had. Okay. Imagine if you had a van, no windows, right?
Right.
But the entire inside of the van was like an IMAX.
Whoa, wait, hold on.
So like you're driving around town and maybe like it, and so like you can see the outside, but like if it's a rainy day, you see it as sunshiny. And
That's
so,
an amazing idea. So when you said a van with no windows, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought immediately of yeah, exactly. But now I'm thinking more of like a Mercedes van.
oh yeah, no, it'd be like a Sprinter for sure.
Yeah.
But like and then like the entire sides and the roof would just be like one big TV screen. So like you could see Nashville and look, we could just drive around in circles, right? And pretend like we've driven all the way to Music Valley Drive and we've driven all the way to Belle Meade.
Exactly. You're right. You know what? But it's funny because when they enter the van, they'll have to like go through a tunnel into the van to not see what it actually looks like outside. Like you're visiting Nashville, you're choosing to do this. You're not allowed to do anything except go through this tunnel into this van.
I mean, it could be fun. I'm just saying it could be fun.
Well, then yeah, you could actually put up for anything too, like any city. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Chris. I'd hold on to that one.
No, yeah, you're right. I mean, you it could be like you go travel, like so you pay $20 and so you get to take a 30-minute drive around San Francisco or whatever, and so,
like a virtual roller coaster.
Yeah, like a virtual roller coaster, except I don't know. I just feel like
Informational.
Yeah,
right.
It'd be a great thing for like.
There they are, right there.
But It'd be a great thing for like field trips for students. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, for sure. I like it.
let's take one last look at weather before we get out of here. What do you say?
Let's do it, man. Okay, cool. So the weather today is brought to you by Roy Meat Service.
I like how you say today, like it's not always brought to you by
Right, exactly.
Roy Meat Service. And tomorrow
Like,
also brought to you by Roy Meat Service.
Yeah, you're right. We reach out to them each day just to make sure they still want to do this. But today and every day forever, the weather is brought to you by Roy Meat Service. You can visit them. Roy Meat Service is your Nashville local meat shop, whether it be bologna sandwich, steak filet mignon with the G silent in there, a RC Cola, or mac and cheese. Roy Meat Service is your place to go. You can visit them on 605 South 19th Street in Nashville. Give them a call at 615-227-2583, or you can visit them at roymeatservice.com and take a look at their photo gallery, and you'll see everything I just explained, and it looks way better than I'm saying it. The weather for today is high of 83, which we talked about a little earlier. It's probably going to be more like a 98 because the humidity is 57%. And that sucks. The low is 57, which is fine. I like 57. It's going to be colder than that probably then. So wait, I have a question about the weather here. So you know how it says 83, and there's definitely a feels like it says 83, but it feels like, 92. Is there the same thing for the low?
I'm sure there is.
Like instead of like if it's 57.
I was going to look for the feels like temperature. It's like 76 right now.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, it's funny because I always thought the feels like that's probably the weather, right? Like if it feels like 70, it's like it's going to be 90, but it feels like whatever it feels like should be it. Anyways, 50% chance of rain, so definitely bring a rain jacket. Right, exactly. Yeah, with the humidity, exactly. And the UVs are sitting at 50%. We don't know I don't know if that's good or bad, but hey, we're giving you the information. Yeah, you do what you want with that info.
Look, I'm only including that information because apparently people who aren't from here care about that.
Yeah.
I
absolutely
was not a big it didn't matter to me, but I was told like, hey, we actually check the UV index around here, and I'm like, I don't even know what that is, but okay, sure. So I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Anyway, let's take a look at your traffic before we get out of here. 50 Forward, a Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. They're a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health, and they're happy to bring you traffic each and every day. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting our website, joinallofus.org/50forward. Don't forget to spell out 50, F-I-F-T-Y. Of course, there are merging delays at 40 and 440. This is what it is. Getting onto 440, getting off of 440, it's just you're gonna have a bad time. That's all I'm saying. It's just gonna take some time. Be courteous to your other drivers, and if they're not courteous to you, be petty.
Yeah, be petty, man. Hey,
you're allowed to be petty if that's what you need to be.
Cancel your appointment to whatever you got to do, and then follow them and make sure they have a bad time for their drive.
Slow moving traffic on the east side of town, but on the rest of the downtown loop is clear and clean. Also clean at the 2465 junction north of town. I don't see any other issues, not even going toward Dixon. We had that issue yesterday. No issues towards Dixon today. No issues out in your area of Lebanon, and nothing more than just normal stop and go traffic at Murfreesboro red lights. So there you have it. That's your traffic brought to you by 50 Forward. Check
well done.
Today's national calendar today, John Blackwell on YouTube says today is International Moment of Frustration Screen Day. And I can tell you, if the Braves give up 2 runs in the first inning today, I can assure you that I will have a moment of frustration and I will celebrate Scream Day.
Yes, seriously. Shout out to John. Thank you for that, John, because that's going to be used today. I promise.
It's also National Farmers Day. Is that correct? Yes.
Farmers. Yeah. How about that?
We love farmers.
I wonder what they're doing a deal right there. You think?
I think he's selling that tractor.
You know what? He probably is.
That man has just sold his tractor.
And that man has just gained one.
He just bought a tractor. I like how you can't see anything. They're just silhouettes.
I know. It's a good word drop there. I was trying to figure out what to say there, but you're right. The sky is so perfectly colored.
Guys,
they are not.
The people silhouettes. But okay, sure. Also today,
gumbo.
Perfect for cold weather today, not the day to have gumbo. Tomorrow, good day for gumbo.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know how to make gumbo? Like, have you ever?
I don't. I don't really understand it. Again, I don't really understand a lot of things. I've realized
very difficult to make because you have to make a really good roux, and which means you have to stand there and stir the entire time.
Oh yeah, that's not happening.
It's not fun. But if you do, if you cook it homemade, it is delicious. My I guess the guy who was my stepdad for most of my youth life, from Baton Rouge, and we've had some gumbo. Put it that way. We've had some gumbo.
If we have anybody listening from New Orleans, they're probably doing that frustration scream at us right now.
There's no question. But man, that gumbo looks good. I'm a big fan of gumbo, so big fan. Ooh, there you go.
Oh, look at that!
You can actually kind of see that one there.
Yeah, it just says Gumbo Day.
It is Gumbo Day, October 12th. So.
World Gumbo Day.
There you have it. That is Mornings on Main Street, brought to you by Main Street Media TV. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, Justin. It's been a pleasure. I'll be back with you at 2:00, as will Justin, for Main Street Sports Today. Devin O'Day coming up next right here. So stick around on Main Street Media TV. For Justin, I'm Chris Yow. Have a great day.
See y'all.
Thank you.